dance when your back hurts. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Vincent Oshana Show. I'm your host, Vincent Oshana. We got a lot to talk about, so I'm just gonna introduce everybody so we can get to it. On my left, one of my very good friends. She's the producer. She's a lover. I was gonna say mother because it rhymed, but she's not. She's on the Control Alt Deletes. Give it up for the very lovely, the very talented Kellyanne Arnold. Everybody! Guys, and a lot of these shows, they always have guests, and this person's famous. I don't need that, all right? Because we have enough conversation just with the topics of the people that are here. I'm gonna go down the line. You guys already know her. She's an actress. She was on Broadway, but she's here now. She's a storm chaser. Like when she sees hurricanes, she's like, "Mira, I'm going to get it." Give it for Christy Brothers, everybody. Yeah.
That's true.
Guys, next to her, comedian, father, actor. He actually, January 6th, he was at the Capitol telling people, "Run in, everybody!" He's the Ray Epps of comedy. Give it up for Brady Matthews, everybody.
That's not true.
No,
Proud Boy.
you look like a Proud Boy.
I do.
That outfit.
Because I'm handsome?
Yeah, well, you said it. And next to him, and I said this before, master's degree in national security, which I don't get it. Like, even when I hear it, I don't get it. He plans to be the next president, which I think he is. We've had some pretty engaging conversations. Guys, he caught a bald eagle once and grabbed it. And grabbed it, Kelly, and went to its ear and whispered, "America," and just let it go. Wow. Give it up for Brandon Acito, everybody.
What's up, guys? It's true.
Guys, we have he just grabbed it midair. He had fish in one hand, caught it, and was like, "America," and just, dude, it doesn't get more American than that. So, guys, a lot to talk about today. I'll just give you guys a couple of the stories. Taylor Swift and her boo, Travis Kelce. I know, Kelly, you're definitely a Swiftie, whatever the hell they call it. So, you know, they're in headlines, some good, some bad. ABC and the Washington Post had a poll come out about Trump and Biden, which is pretty good, but then pretty alarming for one side. Democratic Senator of New Jersey, Bob Menendez, is indicted on bribery charges. They found cash, cars, gold bars, and Brandon's going to get into that situation, but guess what? He's a Democrat, so he's chilling. Canada's speaker apologized after Ukrainian Nazi veteran was honored on Parliament. If you don't even, we're going to get into that. We have some other stories too, but before we get into that, we're going to get to our first segment, and that segment is called What the Funk. All right, guys, as you guys know, if you don't know, Kelly's going to play a bunch of videos. I don't think she's seen them yet. Kelly, have you seen them yet?
I have seen a couple.
Okay, see, guys, and that's honesty and integrity, because I didn't think she did. I think I did hear you earlier go, "What the?" So you actually were watching What the Fuck.
See if you can tell which ones I picked.
Oh, okay. Okay. So for you guys that don't know, Kelly's gonna play videos. We're gonna respond to them. We're gonna talk trash. And we're gonna judge them because guess what? I don't think there's anything positive that come out of these things. But anyway, it's fun because she's shaking her head
Not
no.
at all.
All right, Kelly, let's roll them. Let's show them.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I like it already.
I love it already.
Oh great.
Okay.
Oh!
That's Kelly's one right there.
That's Kelly's one. Kelly picked the script.
Kelly, 100%.
Kelly, play that again. Did she
That's
break it?
100% Kelly's
Oh, look,
video.
I love it. She's standing over the aftermath. Look how funny. Listen to the noise, Brady.
Vinny, is that ever a good thing to have a stripper pole in the house?
No.
Is it ever a good
No,
thing?
because it's a workout. It's a workout.
Right.
Oh
Just
my
gotta
God.
test it. Does
Yeah, go
anyone
ahead,
test
go.
it?
Look at
Landlord.
Oh, wait, what the hell was that?
Yo, son.
He's like, hold on.
What was it?
Yeah, where did he come from?
Oh, like, what is he trying to do?
Brandon just said, yeah, where did he come from?
That's not even his pool. He lives next door.
Dude, by the way, he's a jack dude. If he wasn't built,
Right.
he would have broken everything.
100%.
Yeah, he's just dazed after that.
Yeah, go ahead,
The
Cal.
pool's hurt.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, snap.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Oh, shit. All right, dude.
Is that the same guy?
No, Kelly, do that one again. Look at, dude.
Yeah, it is.
What the fuck?
He's like a
Hold on,
superhero.
there's no trampoline.
I'd give you all my money just to have that skill.
That's impressive.
By the way, Brady goes, I'd give all my money just to be able to have that skill.
100%.
Yeah, like those guys that do that twist.
Vinny, can you imagine yourself on a first date?
Oh my God. She's
Killing
like,
it.
yeah. So let me, oh, my door's locked. Let me get that for you. You just flip. Oh, damn. All right, Kel, go ahead.
Ooh.
Oh, dude, yeah, he's
So
that.
close.
that
Oh my God.
Oh my. Let me go back to that, Kelly. I don't
Yard
think
Did
so.
you
sale.
pass out?
1, 2.
2. He was so
three.
close.
Oh!
See you in the
Almost
lodge
amazing.
for some hot chocolate.
Bro, you know what'd be funny? It's like, oh my God, he's not doing it. Get some ice. It's like, he's on it. He's already on
just
it.
let him lay.
Leave him there. Let's go again.
Yeah, dude.
Oh no.
Get some ice.
Poor thing.
That's my favorite.
Nope.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
was he trying to do that?
Oh
Kelly,
my God.
was he
He
trying?
didn't do enough for
That's a
his
Kelly
patient.
video.
Kelly picked that one.
No.
Go ahead, Kelly, one more.
I was just helping me brother-in-law.
Me.
Watch what happens next.
Oh no.
No.
No. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's
Wait
so
for
bad.
it. Wait for it. Keep watching.
Hold on, was that an earthquake or that was just too much pressure?
There was pressure.
Oh, I love that.
I'm doing
That's when you know you fucked up when you just stand there like this. I don't know.
That's so
Oh
bad.
my God.
That one I picked. I thought it was so funny.
That one you picked, that was good. I like that one a lot.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh my.
That's a guy.
How about that was like me as a trans.
100%.
That was like me as a
That kind of looks like
trans.
how you jump off stuff.
Kelly, play that again. That's a guy?
That's a guy.
It looks like
It's
it.
Yeah,
gotta
he has
be,
a chin. Yeah, look.
Hey.
But why,
He don't look like that now.
well, why is he dressed like an 80s secretary?
That's his character.
Maybe that's what they're going for.
That's
Oh
his
my
Hot
God.
80s secretary night.
Last one.
Last one. I love you. Thanks for letting me know, Kel.
No.
You have to watch it again because her face at the end,
She
just
looked
accepts
camera.
what's happening.
All right,
to
go ahead,
her.
Kel. Play that. Play it.
Look at her.
Vault energy drink.
Watch the end. Yes.
Just a sinking ship.
Oh my God. All right, that was it for What the Fuck, everybody.
Yes.
Dude, that was funny. Well, you heard like Kayvon goes, Volt energy drink.
That was good.
Oh God. All right, guys. So, moving on. I think it's safe to say from Jorge to everybody in there, everybody in this building, Maverick, everybody, Mike, Deli, everybody here has that one friend, you guys too at home, that just can't get over their ex. It's just no matter the situation, no matter what we're talking about.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm not looking at you. I just looked at my fucking cast, and it's just they just find a way to weave in their ex in this conversation, no matter what happens. So guess what? We had just so happened to shoot a sketch, and the guy that's in it with me is the guy that's talking about it. Kelly,
Brandon.
roll the sketch.
Hey Ben, how you
Hey,
doing?
what's up, buddy? How you doing,
What are
buddy?
you doing? What are you working on?
I'm writing it's like a romantic comedy where like the girl leaves the guy and. I'm sorry, dude.
That's all right.
I'm sorry. I know you broke up with Sarah.
It's fine. We're over it. Her and Dick are together now. Our best guy friend. But, I mean, you already knew that. But
Yeah.
like, there's no real updates except for the fact that like they're going to concerts together now, and like it's hard when you have a baby involved, and like people just are like all her friends are like. Totally okay.
I'm dead.
Hey, K-Bar, did you hear about me and Sarah?
Dude, I can't do this right now. Don't.
Kelly?
Nice shirt.
No.
Nope. Look at this face.
Where were we?
Where were we?
Who's that about, dude? Who's that about?
It's just some guy.
Get over it.
It's just some guy that we know. It's so
Some people just
freaking
can't
funny,
handle
dude.
breakups. Dude.
That is so freaking funny, though. But anyway, guys. Oh my God, it's so funny. So, yo, how was your guys' weekend? How's life happening so far?
Life is good.
Life is good?
Very relaxing. It's
Everybody,
nice.
I mean, Christy, your father, surgery, everything's
Everything's
chilling?
good, thank God.
Everything
yeah,
is chilling?
everything's good.
I say thank
Chilling.
God in Spanish.
Gracias a Dios.
Gracias a Dios.
That is so hot. So hot.
Brady, chilling? Everything good?
Good. Just getting through a fresh breakup. So
Brady,
I'm good.
I wouldn't know about it.
Listen, things are good. Watched football on Sunday.
Shot your show?
Shot my new sports show called The Mouthpiece.
Yes!
We'll see what happens. Yep. Things are good. Life is
Brandon,
good.
what national security shit were you fucking up to, huh?
Seriously.
Yeah, you know, just going down rabbit holes of like the semiconductor production line and all that.
Dude, semiconductor. Listen, and
Nothing gets me harder.
we're gonna get into crazy shit, but we do have another show called The Unusual Suspects,
sure
which
do.
we go deep, everybody, deep. But anyway, Kelly, Kayvon, everything you guys happy?
Very
Everything good?
Yeah.
A little bit about myself. We all went to New York. Patrick is a minority owner of the Yankees. It was gonna be the first game. He's bringing his family. Everybody's there. We're chilling. Got rained out, so we stayed at the Trump International, which I don't know, bro.
Nice.
It's so sick. And I saw something, Brandon, guys, my crew, something, Brady, that made me go, oh my God, like the left was right. Trump is freaking racist. And you know how I knew he was really racist? Every single person that worked there was a minority. I was like, what a racist guy.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. The bellhop, security, concierge, the girls at the front, Kayvon, the girls in the spa, the guy, gays.
Yeah.
Like, who was he racist to?
Were they there?
They were everybody. I didn't see one white. Actually, you know what? He's racist towards his own kind. I didn't see one white person, and it was amazing. And I made that point to the minorities in the front because I'm, Middle Eastern minority, and they were like, "Oh my God!" I swear to God, Chrissy, they were like, "Oh my God, you're right." I go, "Nobody ever let you guys know there's not one white person. And the only white people are people that are downstairs in the
valet.
sauna." Yeah, it's just, and it was, yeah, dude, and it was everybody, and it was. I saw a poll that Donald Trump's has the highest level of minority support of any Republican president in over 50 years. How freaking crazy is that, bro? Like, think about it. It shows. So basically, this racial BS talk that we've all been. I mean, dude, obviously, I never believed in it from his past of sports and think about it. As a kid, you would see him going to all the fights.
Oh yeah.
Don King, everybody. He was just
See,
minority man.
Every Mike Tyson fight.
He was just there everywhere, and then all of a sudden, Chrissy, he's labeled the racist.
He's definitely got the support in Miami from all the Cubans.
Now, Chrissy, did that? Now, I remember some support when he was running, but how is that? Has that changed and gotten more pro-Trump over the past 4 years? What's it going?
I think Miami-Dade has turned a little bit more red, silently, like the ones that were voting blue. Because Miami-Dade was always different from Florida in general. Florida was always usually more towards the red, but it was getting a little purple because of Miami-Dade, and now it's flipped red with DeSantis and everything. I think they've quietly shifted. I mean, because everything that Biden's doing is just not working. So if
he's not doing anything.
He's not doing anything. So I think that definitely the Hispanics and the Latins that actually came here for a better life and were willing to work their butts off, they're the ones who are definitely voting red compared to the ones who are coming here illegally who don't really know what's going on.
Exactly. Brandon, what's up?
Yeah, I think it's just an important thing to note on is that the difference between Florida and the other Spanish places like Texas and whatnot is that Cubans know what socialism does, and they're very aware of
Oh, yeah,
that.
we recognize patterns, for
Right,
sure.
would you say that?
Yeah, would you say that, Christy?
Yeah,
That is because
definitely.
Cubans have been there, done that.
You start seeing it because as a socialism as a concept is great, but when you put it to work, it never works out. Of
Sounds
course,
good.
Go ahead.
No, it sounds good, but in practice, it's detrimental to society because
It doesn't work.
The free market isn't allowed to operate.
Kayvon, you got something to say over there? What you thinking?
Well, we also have a minority owner, Patrick Bet-David, and
Right.
he doesn't like socialism or communism either. So I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, and I love it.
That's Kayvon's take.
I love his graphic. And mind you, though, a new ABC. And Kelly, you have this poll, my love? The ABC and Washington Post poll, which, guys, I'm shocked. They are showing Trump. Yeah, look at that. Trump support. He's leading by 10%. Brandon, is that scary? Is that weird?
It is weird. I mean, it's weird that they're talking about it because, the polling industry is really kind of
garbage,
unreliable right now.
Yeah, the polls.
Look at the Hillary Clinton thing. Hillary had a 99% chance a month before the election in 2016, according to all the polls, and look how that turned out. So the fact that they're showing this, I'm curious as to what their angle is.
Dude, I'm shocked, and I think we touched on this in the office. It's like, and I think I have it later on, so I think I might wait, but now I'll say it. But because I was gonna tie this into the border thing, but what do you guys think is going to be, because you feel it coming, like the election is a stick of dynamite or like a pack of dynamite. right now the wick is going and it's going. It's going. Brady.
No, I just like your impression of a wick.
What
That's
did
funny.
you? What would you like? What would you? What would you think is going to be? Because Brandon, it's coming fast. This is not a good poll for them. What do you think like would be like? I know they're panicking, or is it all? Are they just ready to? They already know what's up.
Yeah, my biggest concern with the election stuff is that it's just like it's so messy, and especially with the big cities. Because if you ever look at an electoral map when the election's going on, every state, like 95% of the land area of a state is red on the map, but then you get these little blue dots that are like the 2 or 3 big cities in it. So like Pennsylvania, for example, Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, those are the only blue dots on the electoral map, but it's like 90% of the population are in those 2 little condensed cities, and that's where they get all the all the messy late 5 days after the election type of votes rolling in, and they do the ballot harvesting thing where they go around asking people like, oh, would you like to vote? Did you end up voting here? You could do it right now. Let me get that. So it's just so messy and untrackable that's what I worry about is the whole like letting it drag on like a week after type of thing.
Yeah. I think. What do you think, Brandon? You think there's going to be monster riots, kind of like what Antifa did before the elections? Because I think that's what they're gearing up for. I think they're going to have monster riots in Chicago, New York.
Here's my question to you, though. Do you think there's going to be an event to do it? Because I think about it. The George Floyd thing wasn't obviously set up, but they take something like that and they're like, everybody's racist, the hell with the cops. They activate Antifa. BLM, dude, that's all brilliant. By the way, I love how BLM, do you guys remember in that mode, and I have these loser people that I know that were just like black square and they did their part.
No.
I feel like saying this too, Brady. I go, and I've had this argument. I go, that's your helping?
Yeah.
What did you do to help? Because obviously there are racists in this country. The cop that had his knee on George Floyd, he effed up severely and he's going to be in jail for the rest of his life. Good. But then to push that, it's not everybody. You can't take that little thing. Go ahead, say what you're going to say.
No, I was going to say with the George Floyd thing and everything like that, I think what's going to happen is there's going to be a bunch of riots. There's going to be, what was the thing you just said? I totally forgot what you just said.
The George Floyd thing.
Yeah.
Antifa
well, I'm saying, what's going to be the thing to push this? Because they can't just be like, hey, everybody, we're racist again.
Yeah. That's what it was. You brought up all our friends that posted the BLM stuff. Also, all the actors saying, I'm sorry too.
Yeah, I'm racist because I'm white. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do better.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
what's it gonna be in 2024 now? Are they bringing it back out? They're like, we're still here and sorry.
No, imagine that. They're just gonna have a spokesperson come on and be like, hey guys, I don't know if you guys remember, but everybody's racist. Q Antifa.
Yeah.
But it does make me, because I want to go to you, Christy. It does make me feel good in here though, like my heart of hearts, the whole BLM thing, all the saying. I mean, Black Lives Matter. It's like. Of course they do. That's like saying rainbows are nice.
Right.
Yes, it's true. But look what happened. The girl behind it took all the money. They went bankrupt.
Oh yeah.
She bought everybody.
She's living in Beverly Hills right now.
She's
4 houses.
And guess what that does? It ruins the whole message of what you're doing. Like Colin Kaepernick. Every time, notice, guys. I want you guys to notice this too. Always pay attention. Whenever Colin Kaepernick needs money or a book is coming out, the last one, his book was coming out and it goes like this. My parents were racist and my mom didn't like my cornrows. Well, dude, guess what? She adopted your ass.
Yeah.
She can talk a little bit of shit.
Yeah.
She's like, she wants you to be presentable. What's wrong with that?
But you ever seen the movie The Blind Side?
Yep.
The Blind Side? I guess that shit was fabricated for movies too. Is anything real anymore?
We got blindsided.
Yes, dude.
We got blindsided.
Dude, Kayvon, you saw that, right?
I did.
Is any story... Is it everything just to spin a narrative now that anyone can be bought just to spin a narrative?
No,
you know what I mean?
But The Blind Side was different. I think that they were trying to make it like if the parents were white saviors, because that's what they want everybody to think. But it was all false. They were like, they were already such a wealthy family before he made it into the NFL. They didn't need to get the rights from the movies or anything. They just literally adopted him. So that was all fabricated to make it seem like a good movie that actually didn't have racism, didn't have racist parents or parents trying to be the white saviors.
Right.
It was wholesome. They tried to ruin that too. So it's all like an orchestra. It's all a fabrication.
It's going to be, it's up
to amplify the racism.
Of course.
Racism always comes in the picture as the election comes closer and closer, they're going to amplify it even more, because I feel like with racism, you can't really change anything. Skin color is something that's you can't change. It's just there. So they're going to just continue pushing it and getting people emotional. They're going to start orchestrating riots.
100%. And it takes one, Chrissy, guys, and I don't know if you guys have watched House of Cards.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you right now, we are living right now in season 5, episode 4. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
Everything. If you talk about the fake stunts, the fake this, the throwing bricks through houses, or
Yes,
fake,
dude.
the
Yes.
fake bomb. Listen, it's not. You guys, we always think like it's unimaginable. No, it's not. They're professional spinsters. Pelosi did that thing once where she's like smear campaign and this. They're brilliant. And all they do like they were just waiting for something. They were monitoring the like CB radio for like police. They're waiting for like an accident. And he goes, that's the story.
Yep.
This girl got into a car accident. She should have been in school because there was a teacher strike.
Yeah.
They're brilliant at this. So it'll take one thing. It could be set up. We don't know, Brandon, with the whole MK Ultra shit. They make people do shit all the time.
Yeah, and the thing to remember with these people is that they love power so much and are wired that way. They would literally let the world be destroyed in exchange for keeping their power. You know, like they would rather let everything go to shit, everybody die, than letting themselves lose. And you know, so they're willing to take it as far as they can take it to make sure they don't lose or get what they want to get.
Well, also because a lot of them too have safe places to go when shit does hit the fan. Do you know what I'm talking about? People are like, oh, bunkers and stuff. Well, get one because it's coming. You know what I'm saying?
My favorite is when they're like abolish the police, and the same people spitting that are the ones that have like their own private security team that have
Vinnie,
like their protection.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but I said the Denver airport. You know who has a lot of money in the Denver airport? Do you know about this?
I know about
the
the airport.
Obamas, the Clintons.
Of course.
Why do you have so much money there? The Queen of England.
They have money at the airport?
It's a deep underground military base of like the highest magnitude. So it's like it's.
Denver Airport?
I just wish the camera was on Brady. Brady was like,
No, they went like $100 billion over budget when they were building it. It's like
in the middle of nowhere too.
It's like I think dozens of miles deep underground into a mountain, and all kinds of crazy shit.
and you know that exists. So for all you guys out there, YouTube, I would go on DuckDuckGo or somewhere like Bing to look it up. But Phil Schneider, underground base building geologist, said he would build bases 1 mile down and 3 miles wide.
insane.
They're there, guys. All this like no, it's there. I was in the military. In Colorado, you drive into a freaking mountain,
Terrifying.
Kellyanne. You go in a mountain, and then it doesn't go in, and we're in a mountain. It goes down. It's not that
I
hard.
want to go. I want to go see.
I want to go.
I would
Yo,
get so claustrophobic.
I know. I wouldn't be able to.
Oh,
to
that'd be
deal with
so
it.
cool.
But and then this brings me back to the Trump thing. I feel like, by the way, it made me die laughing. Hillary Clinton, she came out again. I'm gonna get into the story too. She came out again this weekend. Kayvon, you saw her, and she's like, you know what? The threat, Putin is still gonna try to cheat. And it's like, can somebody just stand up and go, Hillary, shut your old loser ass up. Like her and Bernie Sanders need to just go away. I mean, she's the main reason that this guy gets in trouble with Kelly. And actually, guys, when you have that hate in your heart, this is going for all the Trump haters that have Trump derangement syndrome that are out there. Hate in your heart for anything or anybody, it's not good. It changes your dynamic, your juice, your mojo, your chemical makeup. I sent Kelly a photo. You know what TDS did? Have you seen a photo of Rosie O'Donnell and Kathy Griffin lately? Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this photo and tell me this is what hate in your heart turns you into. Can you show it, Kelly? Look at her. Let me explain something to you.
I thought that's Steve Bannon.
That's funny.
Oh my God, it looks like Steve
It looks like Dodge a little bit.
Oh my God. Dodge and Steve Bannon. Dodge, I love you if you're listening. Dude, like, look at what these hating in your heart people, look what Trump derangement syndrome does to you, you freaking despicable people. Like, get on with your life, bro. Now whenever I hear people that are just like, oh, I hate Trump, I can't talk to you because they don't get the message of, and I want people to hear this, we don't even give a shit. It just so happened to have been Trump. I'm just going to name another man. It could have been Pat Sajak. Like, I don't give a shit.
I hate him.
He's racist. It's racist. He's just a racist. Yeah. But guys, so I want to tell you guys a crazy story. So we're in New York. The game gets canceled. So, you know, Pat's there with his kids, the whole family, the PHP people. We got a gang of people. So they're like, let's go to Chelsea Piers. And for people that don't know, it's Kelly, arcades, bowling, darts, a laser tag. We randomly
Where
go.
was my invite?
I'm so sorry, Kelly. Next time, I promise you I'll take you. So we walk into this place, and it's a bowling alley, huge on the right. There's big rooms. There's arcades. We walk in. We're getting ready to buy our shoes and shit. Pat's back is to the door, and I'm not joking. I cannot make this up. Okay, this is not a joke, Kelly. Kelly, I didn't tell you this, did I? Okay, so Pat's back is to the door. I'm talking to the kids. I'm playing with the kids. All of a sudden, I hear Pat go, Vinny, if I had to interview one person. If you could pick one person for me to interview, who would it be? Without even hesitation, I go Putin. He's like, why? Because Pat loves to dig in your...
Yeah.
I go, Pat, because I think you'd have a great conversation. You'd ask fair questions. And Putin is such a dynamic, crazy... He's a murderer. So are we. Killed him. He loves his country. He hates people. Well, all the shit that... But it'd be a great conversation. And then I go, Pat, who would you... He goes, to be honest with you, I wouldn't interview Hillary Clinton. I would interview Bill because I think Bill Clinton's a fascinating... As he says that, Bill Clinton walks into the fucking bowling alley. And I'm not, guys, so I'm looking at Pat, and Pat's mouth at this point, because he's still talking, is like, one more. And I go, guys, and he's looking at my face like I'm not listening anymore. And I go, Pat, Bill Clinton just walked in the fucking building. And he goes, what? Like, dude, what are the odds that Bill, okay, please, anybody that is good with math or
statistician.
Kayvon, what are the odds that a conversation sparks about who to have on the podcast? He mentions the guy's name, and of all places, of all times, of all moments, the second he walks into the building.
That's 100%.
Impossible.
Is it
100%?
That's me.
Because he can put his finger in 3 holes at once.
Oh! But dude, and you know, and you know what's crazy? Kelly, did I send you the video? Kelly, show the video. Let me show the video before I get into it. Dude, I'm not joking. Look at nobody's there.
God, it reeks of adrenochrome.
That shirt.
Bro, is there another one, Kel? They give you 2 or 1? Oh yeah, look, we're bowling. Bill is just talking to people bowling, dude.
What the hell is Bill doing there?
Yeah, exactly. No. Okay, now can I say one thing too? This is Brandon. Weird.
Yeah.
He comes up. There's upstairs. There's a private party, and I'm not joking. He comes out. He's wiping his nose. 40 kids went out of this room.
What?
No way. Where's that video?
I didn't have that video because I wasn't rolling.
Oh.
But I looked at Pat and I did this face.
And Hillary wasn't around.
Hillary was, and dude, he had like 5 or 6 Secret Service, but no, she wasn't there.
She was in the
She's
room.
never...
No, but Kelly, she was there, I think, because they're having the whole UN. She sat with the ginger swindler, Jen Psaki.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the Twitter, or what was it, the Instagram?
Queen Nazi.
Yeah, she's horrible, but
She's terrible.
that story was nuts. And check this out. This is a good conversation. We went to I'm not going to say the name, Kelly, but you'll know. We went to a 3-star Michelin restaurant.
Oh my gosh.
And everybody would, dude, this is, you know that moment when you hear that, Brady, and in your head you're like, I don't have to pay? Like, I've never experienced. Well, the only Michelins I've messed around with were on my car tires. And when they say Michelin, I'm like, does the Michelin man? Does he come in and go? Hey.
Comes out, brings you appetizers.
Yeah, no shit. So we get in there, and then as we go, I hear whispering, and he goes, "Vegan?" He goes, "Oh, it's vegan." And I was like, "What?" I go, "No, that's not." Dude, I hate, let me explain something to you. The most unsatisfying meal.
The whole thing?
Kelly,
all the courses?
every
it was all
course,
vegan?
they had soup on a plate. You had to go.
Soup on a plate.
Oh my God.
Kelly,
That's
and
funny.
mind you,
Shocked.
it was everybody, mind you, like $350 a plate.
Vinny, I would have brought bacon with me.
Oh, Kelly, you didn't even, Kelly, you
I
haven't heard?
didn't know this part.
Oh,
I know
yes.
where they went, and I was so jealous, and now I'm not.
Now you're like, good for you. Bro, I hate places. You ever go to this place where you'll eat something and it'll be okay, and the person goes like this? How'd you like the tuna tartare? And you're like this. Christian, you're like this. It was good. And they're like, that wasn't tuna tartare. You're like, what was it? It was watermelon cubes. And guess what? You think that's avocado? That was green crayon shavings. And you're like, what the fuck? And by the way, Kelly, soup on a plate. The dessert was, dude, and I'm watching everybody's face. Nobody was happy. And I saw Pat from a distance. At one point, Pat went. People were eating,
Vinny,
and I'm not. What?
What did they have, like watermelon on a spit too?
And they put an apple in the watermelon's mouth. It's just,
Oh my God.
And by the way, and then Kelly, I'm so happy you weren't there. And then I forgot the last part. They'll be like this: tuna tartare. Did you like the chips? That actually was my favorite part.
So
Those were not chips. You know what those were? That's
Envelope shavings.
those are ceiling
envelopes.
chips. Hey, you see the hole in the roof?
Yeah.
Take those.
Bon appetit.
So, Vinny, did you guys all go to the bowling alley for a real meal after that?
No, the bowling. That was the next day. We were still starving. But people were literally. I heard, because I want to hear you, Kelly. People at the tables were like, I heard whispers like, fucking burger after this. But people, guys, it was an appetizer, Kelly.
This
Vinny, that's
whole
funny.
I did. You see the pictures on social media, right? You're like, oh, I'm so jealous. He's getting to go to the Yankees game. He's getting to go to this Michelin star restaurant. He's getting to go to this football game.
Yeah.
It's just a series of unfortunate events because
It was-
all three of them had bad outcomes.
Yeah, and I felt, because I'm not. By the way, I'm not complaining because I love
yeah.
experiences. I love, like, it was interesting, something that, and it's always hiding as something that it's not. Like, you'll look at it and they're like this. Did you order the French fries? I'm like, yeah, and she goes, those are not French fries.
Oh my God.
That's the chef chewing chickpeas, and he goes, and it comes out. And then, by the way, the aioli, not aioli.
Right.
Oh my God! And there was another story. Oh my, what's his name's wife? She's breastfeeding, and apparently, I think Jen asked for milk for her coffee. What's her name's breast milk was in the thing. Yes, but she didn't pour it in there, and the lady was like, "Wait,
organic?
isn't that the milk?" She's like, "No, it's breast milk." So Jen was that close to drinking
my
nipple
God.
juice.
The best nutrients.
Was there real waiters or were they AI?
No, they were real waiters. But Kelly, the hospital. Let me explain something to you. Food
yeah.
aside, these waiters and waitresses, I'm not even joking. I was like, hey, I need to. He's like, bathroom? Come with me. He leaves everything, bro. Leaves everything. Goes down, and then I go to. He's waiting.
He's waiting for
me
you.
there.
Why?
And bro,
Did you have signs of like you usually get lost?
I know, yeah, I did. I imagine you get lost. But Kelly, the hospitality was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I saw one of your videos on social media, and there's this guy that looks like he has the worst job ever. He just sits there in the corner with the tray of the drinks, and he was smiling so hard. Like, he looked genuinely happy to be there and, like, friendly and, like,
So happy.
That place has.
Oh my God!
best
It's
hospitality.
I don't want to say the name. I mean, they'll figure it out later. But it was literally the best hospitality. But again, guys, and I'm sorry, this whole changed for meatless bugs, and it's the
Yeah.
most. You leave starving.
Starving and broke.
Starving.
Hungry and when you came
I
in.
literally went on a date. We went to a vegan restaurant. I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I broke up with her right there.
Oh my God.
And then when we went across the street and got bacon.
Like this. Like, listen, I feel secure saying this. I'm going to eat meat for the rest of my life. And if they try to do this whole Bill Gates buying up land and shit came
they're
on,
going to.
I will go out and kill your cats. I'm eating meat, bro. I don't
Yeah.
care, cows. And then we went to another place. What was the steakhouse called? Kelly, not STK.
New York.
Delphus
You said it
Guys,
before.
no. What's another
Stack?
steak place?
Ruth Chris.
No, Kelly, it was
No.
huge.
McCormick and
Uh,
Schmick's.
Steakhouse.
Peter Luger.
No,
Uh,
huge, big, amazing
Ask-
steakhouse
where's
in
Maverick?
Manhattan.
Maverick.
I don't think Maverick was there, but
West.
but while Kelly's looking, this place, guys, this is
I
the
know
place
where
where
you
they
went.
serve meat, where the waiter comes out and there's Kobe beef slices
Oh.
that are, mind you, they're so expensive.
Oh.
They're just this big, and the guy is there for 20 minutes. He has a stone from Greece that's heated.
Oh my
God.
Check this out.
Of course.
And as he's like laying it on this thing, he's explaining, and I'm not joking. I'm trying not to laugh. He's like, and this cow. It listened to Mozart from noon to 3 every day.
What? No, you're
I
lying.
swear to God.
This better not be
They
a bit.
I'm
That
not
was a- that was
joking.
a
He goes,
pitch
they
for-
massaged it all the time. It only drank beer. Nobody ever yelled at it, and not one mosquito ever bit it. And bro, I put this thing in my mouth, and I was like, I fucking love that they killed this thing.
I could taste the
You
Mozart.
could. I was like, is that Mozart?
What would it taste like if it only listened to the Vincent Oshana Show?
Oh God. Oh, 30 minutes. Okay. All right, guys. So, but anyway, yeah, I had a great time. I wish you guys were there. But next time, yeah, guess what? I'm gonna win the lottery this week. I'll take us all there.
Manifest.
By the way, my arms look stupid, Jess.
Swole.
Somebody said I was on steroids. Yeah, I'm on steroids. But look at, dude, that's disgusting, bro.
Why is it disgusting?
Well, because I'm vascular, but I've been like this since I was a kid.
can't
When
look.
What happened, Kelly?
can't
Look,
look.
Kelly, look.
You have
When I
great
go give
vascular-
blood, those people are used to old people.
Yep.
They always go like this. Oh my God, mira, Jenny!
They put like 4 for you.
Yeah, notice that was a Russian lady accent. All right, so first topic.
A Russian lady that spoke Spanish.
Yeah, Russian women. Yeah, she Taylor Swift and her boyfriend Travis Kelce of the Chiefs. Guess what he did? He sold his soul to Pfizer.
Oh,
Did you see that?
I saw that.
Avon? So Travis Kelce, who I lost all respect for, is pushing the vaccine for COVID on top of the flu shot, which is weird. Kelly, play it so I can judge them after. I don't like this.
Travis, did you know you can get this season's COVID-19 shot when you get your flu shot?
Two things at once. Two things at once! Two things at once! I'll have the 2 things at once, please. Now back to 2 things at once. What? 2 things at once.
That's not 2 things at once.
Mom!
Travis, ask about getting this season's COVID-19 shot when getting your flu shot.
Okay.
2 heart
First
attacks.
of all, I don't respect anybody that's pushing something that could potentially kill someone. Myocarditis is on the...
No, it kills someone.
Look, bro, I've seen, because you can't see it on any random Instagram and shit, these vax-injured girls. I've seen some girls, though, that are crying and in pain. She put her blood under a microscope. Dude, it'll make you get emotional. And she's like, nobody cares. Some veterans, I'm sorry, some active duty, a Navy guy tried to do a VA claim, guys, which I did for my blood pressure, my depression, my anxiety, all that shit, my tinnitus. Some of them got approved, some of them didn't. They're not giving this guy his disability claim because they're like, no, and it's proven that, Kelly, it's because of the vax. He has myocarditis, and the blood looks like that, and they're like, we're not going to do it, which is shame on the VA and the military for doing that shit. Because any bomb, couple $100 million for this, planes and all this shit, we're losing $85 million airplanes and crashing them. You can't give this guy, you know what you did, but to admit it means that there's a problem. Because they forced all the soldiers to do it. Remember Katie Hernandez? Shout out to Katie. She's a major in the Army right now. She has heart problems. Her heart in the car, she thought she was having a stroke. Kelly, you go through your shit too, right? Your arm still hurts? You still have it? The pain?
All the time, circulation issues. I'm not the same as I was.
Here's my question. Can you go get seen to where they look at your blood and see what the heck is going on?
I've thought about it a couple times, honestly, because I'm like not in denial anymore. I know that this is happening to me, but I'm kind of scared about what I'm going to find if I go. I need to time off of work.
It's horrible, yeah. But I mean, it's horrible, and it's like, and speaking about Kelce and Taylor Swift, I mean, listen, I don't know her. I can care less. I'm not a Swiftie, whatever they call it, but let's face facts. The relationship is not going to last, if we're going to be honest. None of those high-profile... I'm sorry, guys, high-profile, because, listen to me, not going to work, not going to do it. But, and here's the thing, but look how this works. He's pushing the Pfizer shot, right? Yep. To me, that's pushing it, because people that love him, they're all going to do it. Yep. Taylor Swift did an IG post, 272 million followers. She's telling them to register to vote. Think about this. She goes, I've been so lucky to see so many of you guys at my U.S. shows recently. I've heard you raise your voices, and I know how powerful they are. Make sure you're ready to use them in our elections this year. She hasn't said what side, but think about this.
We know.
Yeah, and by the way, that had, because of that, 35,000 people registered to vote.
What's wrong with that?
No, nothing's wrong, but here's my thing. Go vote for who? To just say go vote, I'm pretty sure at some point there's going to be a point of a side to pick on, which I don't think she's picked it yet, but to just to say go vote, I'm just saying it's odd. She's telling you to go vote, one's telling you to put a shot in your arm. What side do you think she's going to be going on? Hold on. And you're shaking your head, but hold on. Here's this. She's the biggest name, right? Who's bigger than Taylor Swift right now, Kelly? Name one person. Zero.
Beyonce.
Nobody.
Beyonce?
Yeah, no. Beyonce can't touch her. Beyonce's older and she's a mom. Okay.
It's a joke.
I wouldn't be surprised if Taylor Swift, at that stature, she's been in a room or two with her agent and somebody higher up and they're like, hey, listen, don't say crazy shit because Kelly, 272 million, say what you want. She is extremely influential. Hence Michael Jackson, hence Britney Spears shaving her head because she didn't want to work for the man anymore. Hold on. I know. Look at Kelly's face. She's sizzling. Here's my question, and I'm going to give you the floor, Kelly. If she came out, Taylor Swift, and supported Donald Trump, what do you think would happen to her?
Oh,
Overdose.
Hold on, I want to go down the line. What do you think?
An
Because Kelly,
an absolute cancellation.
what would happen?
I think a lot of young people would probably be so confused. They'd be like, wait, I thought you were so on this. They would be so confused. They wouldn't know what to believe because they blindly follow, they idolize someone like Taylor Swift. So it's the end all be all. If she's telling people to vote, 35,000 of them, fans, they registered, and they know based off of what she sings about, how she aligns with different kinds of social issues.
Yeah.
They know who she's voting for. She doesn't have to say it. But if she came out and she was like, vote for Trump, they'd be like,
my God.
Yeah.
Like, her Swifties.
Like, open the border.
Wait, Kelly, because Kelly's jumping out of her seat. Kelly, please, go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, I think it's great that she's telling people to go vote. You should go register. You should exercise your right to vote because your voice matters and who leads the future of our country. Okay, second of all.
Yeah, get over it. I want to see this.
People love Taylor Swift from both sides. Yes, a lot of liberals love Taylor Swift, and they're very vocal about it.
Why do you say that?
Because they do, but Taylor Swift
That's your answer? Because they do?
She's smart, her fans are smart, they figure out all these secret codes in the albums and the songs, all this stuff. Like, so I'm not saying, everybody has differences of opinion, but she does not say who she supports. She does stay in the middle, but she tells you to go vote. I think that's responsible. I think that influencers and celebrities should do that to encourage their fan base to go vote. She's not telling them to vote right or left. She's telling them to go vote.
Not
and
yet.
It's her way of making an impact, but also letting it be your choice. And I think she's very smart in how she we all think she's liberal, but she hasn't said that. So no side can hate her, and nobody can hate her or cancel her. Taylor Swift is uncancelable.
Oh, Kelly, you say that. Hold on, because I want to hear what you have to say, and then I'll go to Brady, and then you, Brandon, and Kayvon. Hold on. You're saying that right now. What I'm saying is, if Taylor Swift came out and goes, hey, guys, listen, I don't care what anybody has to say. I'm a true American, and I think the best choice to fix the problems, plural, that we are facing, I think right now, because besides Vivek and all these guys that are young, and I kind of respect them, they don't have a chance for the guy that was cheated and had to fight to win. I don't care. So what would happen to her?
Okay, so if she said vote for Trump, which she would never do, but say she said go vote for Trump, yes, I think she would. I think the left would be so shocked they wouldn't know what to do, and she might experience some controversy in the media. But also, she was originally a country singer. Her fan base is ginormous. Imagine how many she could influence to come over to the other side. Plus, everybody that would join her side because they're from the right. I think that is a bigger audience, especially for her, I think.
Well,
so
I don't think anyone is safe. I think if Donald Trump, the reason why everything turned for him was because he went on the red side, the Republican side. But he was very well liked. So no one is safe. Taylor Swift can easily be canceled as well.
Everybody could. Go ahead, Brady, what are you going to say?
Oh, I was going to say, look at Lady Gaga. Are you saying she's not cancelable or cancelable, whatever you say?
Cancelable.
But I'm saying, no, they're going to come out and they're going to push Joe Biden super duper hard, or someone other than Biden, Gavin Newsom, whoever. But I mean, remember Lady Gaga's thing she did with Joe Biden? She was drinking Bud Light, and she had her.
Same thing with Cardi B. What do you mean? Cardi B interviewed him, and she was like, "What, Mr. President? What you going to do about the taxes?"
Yeah. And then
shut up, you demon.
You did a sketch about it. Also, we're Charlemagne the God.
Charlemagne the God. You ain't black. Yeah.
And people were like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Oh yeah, no. He can get away with murder, but it's like, Brandon, what are you gonna say?
Yeah, no. So I think everybody's cancelable to a degree, unless you're, so valuable and on a platform that's kind of more aligned with you. They tried to cancel Rogan, but he was too valuable to Spotify to cancel him. But what if every concert venue decided they don't want to host Taylor Swift anymore, like the thing with Russell Brand where they're pulling advertisers? What if the streaming platforms decide they didn't want her music on it anymore?
Oh my God, can you imagine that? And by the way, you want to talk about riots? Imagine they shut her down. You know how many Swifties, Kelly, would be in the street with a freaking pickaxe.
You ever talk shit to a Swiftie on Twitter?
They'll kill you. What?
They took my Twitter down.
They did.
I'm not kidding. You saw it.
I know. They took it. No, you got Swiftied.
I think she makes a responsible choice by not saying either or, and that she stays.
Will
in
it?
the
Okay, but here's let's do a
Yes.
prediction. Does she say who she's voting for election time? Yes or no? Does she
No,
come on and
'cause
say,
she
don't
hasn't
vote for
before.
Trump, he's the evil, vote Biden?
She hasn't really before.
Has she ever?
I don't
made
know. Maybe Hillary Clinton. I forget.
Kayvon, what do you think?
I think she does. I think she knows that she doesn't have to say who to vote for.
Right.
Exactly.
And 80% of her fan base will vote how she wants them to vote anyway.
80%, huh?
You think? Yeah, and then she won't have to upset anybody.
Yeah.
So but hear me out. For her to say that, like, by the way, it's obvious. If, for instance, me, if I said go vote, you guys would definitely know I'm not. I don't vote Democrat, Republican. I vote for whoever's gonna help us. You would know who I would say for you to vote. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would know it wouldn't be the left. So you're kind of being responsible, but you're kind of still pushing your base to go a certain way. My prediction is, come November, she's gonna come on and say, I'm voting for Joe Biden. She's gonna wear that
100%.
I voted. Go ahead, Kelly.
Yeah.
Let us know in the poll comments below. Will Taylor Swift
Yeah.
announce who
Yes.
she's supporting in this year's presidential election?
Yeah, let me know. Yeah, put that yes or no. Is she going to announce who she's supporting? Who, are you looking
She
for it,
won't.
Chrissy?
I am.
Okay, so we're gonna move on. Topic number 2, everybody. That was Kelly. I knew it when I came up with this idea, like this story. I'm like, Kelly's gonna Swift her ass off.
Side note, also Taylor Swift yesterday, they put her in the popcorn. I'm not making this up. They put her in the popcorn holder thing. You know what I'm talking about? The big
what?
This like big tin thing, and they put her in there so she wouldn't get mobbed by people. I have the video.
Oh, by the way, she went to a restaurant with him in Kansas City afterwards. Do you know how famous and rich she is? She paid for the managers and everybody to go up to the employees and go, hey guys, here's money. We paid for your tab. Get the hell out of here. They kick people out, Kelly. You know that, right?
She has so much money that even if she did like get canceled or vote for whoever, she's fine.
Yeah, no,
She's
she's
the new-
fine. But hold on, but they would destroy her.
Or she
if she
gets
said Trump,
debanked.
that bitch, just like, hey, listen, you know why Britney Spears went bananas and she shaved her head back in the day? Because she wanted to break free from the people that controlled her father, the industry. So
Yeah.
she goes, oh, remember I was cute? Shaved her head. The moment she shaved her head, guess what they said? She's crazy.
Yeah.
Take away her kids. She's a maniac. Anyway, we're
Yeah.
going to move on.
Yep.
Story number 2. As we all know, the border, I'm going to circle back. The border's wide open. Every day I hear stories about 10,000 migrants, 8,000 migrants, 14,000. It's getting to the point of lunacy. It's nuts because, like, talking about it exhausts me because one side's like, no, we're going to tell them to stop and build. It's not the wall. It's not none of that shit. And it's, by the way, we've had more people come in the country in the past 3 years than ever in the history of our border.
Wow.
Brandon, you know that. And it's not, this is my thing too. Take illegals, put them to the side. Okay, go over here. Fentanyl alone, okay, killed 71,000. Guys, really, really wrap your heads around this. All of you, everybody at home too. 71,000 Americans in 1 year dead, okay? Dead because of a drug that's coming over the border, okay? And 2021, 22, almost 100,000. We lose 10 people here, whatever, like something bad happens in this country, 20 people died. Nobody gives a shit about those 170,000 human beings, and the numbers keep going up. My question, why are they letting this happen, Brandon? Why the open border? Is it the votes? Is it to destroy the middle class? Something foul is afoot. I can't personally put my finger on it. I'm pretty sure it's a slew of things, but if you had to pick one, Brandon, or even a couple, what would it be?
Yeah, so the letting them come across the board thing is definitely a vote thing. You know, it makes it messier in the sense of a lot of states you don't need an actual ID to vote. So, you know, that's why they kind of flock towards those states like California, New York. They have very loose voting laws, so, you know, you could just roll on in there and vote. And obviously you're going to vote Democrat if you're getting, you know, social welfare and you're getting housing and whatnot. Don't need any of the stuff that a more strict state would have for you. So, you know, the people in power, the money doesn't mean anything to them. You know, it's not coming out of their pockets; it's coming out of the taxpayers' pockets. So if they get to keep their position and just have to give some taxpayer money in order to keep their position, that means nothing to them. So that's a great transaction from their point of view. And the fentanyl thing, you know, it's China-led thing, and you know, so China has the incentive to try and kind of rot us out from the inside out. And the cartel, you know, they have the incentive of making money off of it. And it kind of tracks back to the whole thing how we kind of like the West dismantled China by like pumping opium through China and like a couple hundred years ago. So it's kind of them getting revenge and also taking a
dude. So win-win. So basically, it's a win-win for China because with TikTok, they're infiltrating the brains of the kids. With they're infiltrating drugs and killing people. Which, mind you, 100,000. We have no shortage of human beings in this country, but we have billions. They could just keep killing and keep coming. So it's not only a mental thing. It's the spy balloon. So it's the China sending it and then coming through the border over the border of Mexico.
Yeah, they know there's a demand for like crazy, wacky drugs here because there's so many people that are like. I think it's just a poverty thing when you're that bad off. You're just looking for something to take you into like a different type of consciousness. So people just like put anything in themselves.
And that's what that trank in Philly. When you guys remember last week, we talked about those people in Philly that were like this. That's fentanyl with veterinary drug.
Yeah, it's insane.
What do you think, Chrissy? What do you think? They're trying to, and Kelly, I have a video that I'm going to show. Kelly, after you say what you're going to say, I want to know your opinion of why you think, and then I want to show you Joe Biden in 2015 saying, this is all a plan. So go ahead, say what you're going to say.
No, I was just going to say that I think as of April 2022, there were like 115,000 immigrants that have entered New York City since then. And then they wanted to pass, remember when AOC, we were talking about it last week, how she was talking about work permits and how that will help the situation by getting them to work. So they granted 470,000 work permits for Venezuelans, strictly Venezuelans, because they're the largest continent that has come over, but that hasn't even made a dent in New York City. That's like about 60,000 of them.
Yeah.
I had just written a story on it. That's about 60,000, and there are so many other immigrants that are still waiting on work permits. So like their solutions, or what they try to make seem on mainstream media like is a solution, is not even making a dent with the influx that is happening. Like in New York, I mean, you just went, and you need to say with the driver.
You know what the driver said to us?
Because you guys were in the nice area. Like Chelsea Piers is super nice.
Trust me, we were at the part where it was bustling. People got money. Kelly, Kelly's from Jersey and New York, and we were in the chill spot. Yeah, there was police, but it was popping. It was nice. But the driver looked at us and he goes, do you want to go see where the immigrants, like where they're keeping all, like,
that's insane.
Bro,
like it's a touring thing?
Kelly,
yeah, like if it's
how insensitive, first of all.
Yeah, no, insensitive, but the same token, the mindset, the attitude of like, oh my God, like it's bad, Kevin. Like where we were was chill.
Yeah.
You didn't see it was regular New York.
Yeah, and it's sad because I have such a warm place in my heart for New York. I lived there for 7 years, so to see it just completely kind of crumble, like you already have New Yorkers, they're struggling for space, so to have the amount of immigrants that are there, like it's already a blue state, so bringing more immigrants there, like you're securing a spot that was already,
what are you doing?
Yeah, that's already blue.
Yeah,
so
you're chilling.
I don't understand, you're just kind of destroying a city where people are already working their ass off and just trying to find a way to make a living.
You're right.
You're bringing these with the work permits, it's not even making a dent, there's still an influx of immigrants coming through, so like what are we doing to really handle the situation?
And they don't care, by the way, guys, don't ever act, please, don't ever act like they give a shit about these people.
Absolutely not.
What's scary too is they're putting these people in these huge like tents, right?
Yeah.
You ever seen Scarface? We're all living under. We're all
That's
living
what
under
it is.
the freeway.
Yeah.
Sooner or later,
it's a camp.
You're gonna hear people.
It's happening. They're
yelling,
fighting.
Libertad.
Yeah,
libertad.
libertad.
Libertad. And
Not
then
only
just start
that-
burning shit down.
Yeah, you have like prestigious hotels and restaurants that have closed down and have turned into migrant shelters.
Yep.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's
Well, also
so sad.
They're also staying in Chicago. They're staying in the police stations.
At the police station at the airport,
all
too,
the
remember?
police stations. And they still have to work there.
Yeah, Kelly has a video, guys. Kelly, so mind you, 2015. This is Creepy Sleepy Joe. He wasn't that sleepy, but he was definitely creepy here. He's somewhere. I think he's in the White House or something. And he's talking about the immigration and how we should just let everybody in. How it's going to change the dynamic of the country. Kelly, play it. Listen to this.
An unrelenting stream of immigration, non-stop.
Look at the guy on the right.
Folks like me who were Caucasian of European descent, for the first time in 2017, will be in an absolute minority
Look at that.
in the United States
Look at
of
that.
America.
Watch.
Absolute minority. Fewer than 50% of the people in America, from then and on, will be white European stock. That's not a bad thing. That's a source of our strength.
Look at his creepy.
That's by the way, look at them guys. This is 2015. Mayorkas, that rat is on his right back then. What are you gonna say, Kelly?
He sounds so intelligible in that conversation.
I know,
I can understand him.
Kelly, you know why? That's Joe Biden #2.
Yep.
There's 3 of them. The The one that squints when there's no sun, that's number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's actually 4. If you think about the 4th one is the one they save for
the debates.
I thought
the debates.
the 4th one was the Muppet, and he's up there just like this.
Yeah. Kelly, and I have a really interesting thing I saw was the Vivek. Vivek Ramaswamy was in a. By the way, I really like this guy. He's at a coffee shop, and some lady asked him about the border. This is a really good attitude to have that Vivek had to this lady. And by the way, he's out there. This is grassroots. He's talking to people, Brandon. And I like how this turned out. Kelly, can you show it? God, Kelly's on it.
Yeah.
Just talking about what is your situation about the border?
Oh. I mean, there's 14,000 illegals now crossing per day after Title 242. So I was actually the first candidate to say that I'm not just going to talk about building the wall. We will use our military to secure the border.
Look at that.
Right? Because today we use the military to secure somebody else's border halfway around the world in places like Ukraine.
Exactly.
If we can use the military to secure somebody else's border, we can absolutely use our own military to secure our own border. And I'll tell you this is, as a commander-in-chief, I don't need to ask Congress for permission to do that.
He doesn't have to ask
That's
anybody.
the job
Shit.
of a duly elected president.
It's your job.
So we would do that instantly on day one. And the reason, and you don't need, I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of people in the military. You could literally take anyone who's stationed somewhere where there's no utility, move them to the border. You end the border crisis, which includes not just illegal immigration, it includes fentanyl as well.
Oh, bingo.
To have the wall.
So
Because then you wouldn't
the wall is
have-
not sufficient. People find their way around it under. There's parts that can't be covered. There's, I mean, it hasn't been built. You need congressional authority to build it.
Yeah.
That's
And
been a
we
big
wouldn't
obstacle.
need congressional
As the
authority.
commander-in-chief,
I
you
can
can
do that
actually
shit.
get. So I just,
Okay,
I don't
that
like
is good.
slogans. I like getting the job
Done.
done.
Look, that's good, Kelly.
I think that's why I think
you
it
mean,
takes
like
a little
that
bit of
is
help.
right there. I mean, these are words. I understand. I mean, Trump was, well, just think people, but words. But Vivek, that is some. Listen, and he nailed. That's a great point. Being in the military, we have people stationed everywhere that aren't doing shit. They come to work. They're soldiers, but there's no mission until something, God forbid, happens. You could put those people posted up around the border and guard. I mean, dude, we're guarding everywhere else around the world.
Yep.
That's why it's a concerted effort to destroy us from within, because Brandon nailed it. They're getting paid and they don't give a shit, because guess what? When the takeover happens, those are the people. When you sell your soul to the devil looks after you. So he says. So he says these people think that they're going to have their riches when it's a wrap. I don't think so, Brandon. I think they're going to be screwed.
Yeah. So quickly, I totally agree with everything he says there. But on a scale of 1 to 10, how staged did that feel to you? Like, do you think you just walked in there and like struck up a decent conversation? Wait, no, film this, and like, all right. So
that's a very good question. I don't know, Kelly. Do you think that's staged?
It looks staged.
No, I don't. I usually can tell when things are staged or not. In my opinion, I feel like a lot of people do actually have these questions. They might have like done a precursor and been like, "What do you want to ask?" Like, okay, ask that question. But I think his answers I've seen are very, he has his campaign. He has it nailed down. And a lot of his stories and his answers are very the same. So that's great. He's not changing his stance on anything. He is very prepared. So I feel like that's why you might think it's a little staged, but I doubt it.
Okay. All right, guys, we have to move on. We have 2 more quick segments. I mean, this one's one of my favorite ones. We're going to check in right now because lots been happening in the world. We're going to go to our in-house news correspondent. He's literally the only half Persian, half white on the planet.
Yep.
You really are, right?
For sure.
We're going to go to Kayvon Moezi with his segment, which is called Fake News with Kayvon.
Thank you, Vinnie.
You're welcome, Kayvon.
Thank you.
I love that we already saw you earlier, but guess what? This is our conversation.
Exactly. I'm working here on the news desk at all times, trying to get you the freshest news I can find.
I appreciate it.
I'm going to tell you right now.
It almost got fresh again for you right there.
This is super fresh. Wait till you hear this. Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, and Jimmy Colbert, used to be Stephen Colbert, they have joined forces to start a podcast called The Strike Force. And I think you have more viewers than Strike Force.
I like that.
Because they have recently announced that they're canceling one of their upcoming podcasts that they're going to do. And guess why they're canceling it? Because Jimmy Kimmel announced he has COVID. What is the deal with that? COVID is so last year, bro. Now, you might recall Kimmel was the one who advocated for using as many boosty boosts as you can get. So at this point, his body is 70% vaccine, 30% Jimmy. So that is tough. So be careful out there. Your boosty boost might not be helping you. Our next story comes to us from a real estate agent in New York.
Yeah, okay.
You're going to love this guy. I want you to see this. It's going viral right now, but it's an old school real estate agent, and he's kind of like telling you what he'll do for you if you buy a building from him.
Okay. Who's this guy?
Tony B here, Island White Realty. Here's the deal. If you buy a house through Island White Realty, at the closing, Tony B will have for you at that closing a certificate, gift from me, for a 60-inch TV.
Oh, wow.
If you buy a building or a multifamily from Tony B at that closing,
Oh, I love him.
you will have a gift ticket for a 75-inch TV.
There you go. 75.
What a bargain.
You buy a whole building, and so it's going viral, and people are like, where's he getting these TVs? And I figured he'd say, it's a gift. You don't ask. You just take it.
Just take him out of the building.
Hey, shut your mouth. Take the gift.
Yeah, off a truck.
So while that's all fun and games, that's going viral, this is also very interesting. Animal rights advocates have just won a major battle, and that battle is Budweiser will no longer be chopping off the tails of their Clydesdale horses.
Oh, wow.
Now, if you wonder why they cut the tail off, it's because there's a safety issue with the stagecoach. You can't have the tail get caught in the rigging. It can cause an injury for the horse. But animal rights like, that's not okay. Leave the tail alone. And Budweiser buckled to it, which is ironic because they're the same people promoting Dylan Mulvaney. So what they're saying is, you cannot chop off the back of a horse, but you can chop off the front of your son. Youch!
Yowza!
All right, and in other news, Chuck Todd has finally stepped down from his TV show. I don't know if you follow this goateed goofball, but he was always giving horrible news, and he's basically not doing it anymore. His show on NBC was called Meet the Press. Now that he's retired, he's going to stay home and press his meat. Just like Jeffrey Toobin did back in the day.
I hate him.
Now, this is a lot of fun here. MGM, you might not have heard of this, cyber attack, billions of dollars lost.
Oh, shit.
Because people hacked. They were thinking, is it the Russians? Is it, North Korea? It turns out it was a group of teenagers who are doing ransomware, and they're shutting down multiple companies, but they got MGM and Caesar's Palace.
Oh, wow.
So that's amazing that teenagers are spending their time learning how to hack their way into like multiple companies. Because when I was a teenager, I was just trying to get my way to second base. And my girlfriend had a lot of firewalls back then, too.
Hope we didn't get a virus. Hell! Hell!
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
See how that worked out?
That did work out. So here's some advice. If you ever get pulled over for a DUI, you're under suspicion, just use the Trump defense, but you got to deliver it with confidence just like this.
Not a drinker. I can honestly say I never had a beer in my life, okay? It's one of my only good traits. I don't drink. Whenever they're looking for something good, I say, I never had a glass of alcohol. I've never had alcohol. I've just, for whatever reason. Can you imagine if I had? What a mess I'd be.
I love him.
You say that to a cop, you're gonna get out. I've never had a drink. Could you imagine? Now, this was very interesting. This ties into Vinnie's story. I'm so glad that he was in New York because I was watching a couple videos and I saw that Bill Clinton was in New York. I want you to see the reception he got right before he met Vinnie.
How you doing, sir? Good to see you.
Oh shit, same shirt.
Look, he's waiting. Nobody cares. No. He just made himself an obstacle.
Dude, nobody knows it's him. That's so funny.
He's like, I thought somebody would say, can I get a photo? This guy's like, whatever.
Nope.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
Nobody gives a damn.
Nobody
Even the Secret
cares.
Service.
That's so funny.
It just shows you, you think these guys are so powerful, but just a few years later, and nobody cares. Only one person cared that he was walking around. Our very own Adam Sussman. I hope you enjoyed that. That was the real news, but I wish it were fake. Back to you, Vinnie.
Thank you, Kayvon. Yes. Kayvon, on. That was perfect. That was apt. You got me on that one because that was really good.
That was great.
6 minutes. Okay, we got 6 minutes left. All right, guys. See, that's fun. Like, I miss Dodge, but I love Kayvon, too. What do you guys think Dodge is doing right now, Kelly?
Watching our show.
Yeah.
Hanging out with Rosie.
Hanging out with Rosie. Hi, Dodge. We love you. Name.
And name.
And
I
name is
miss
Dog.
you, baby.
Yeah, okay. All right, guys, right now we're going to shift gears into, I'm going to try to get both these stories in really, really quick, to our next segment with what's craziness that's happening on the world. And that segment is called Venting with Vinnie. I got new headshots. Yeah, what you gonna do? By the way, I gotta give a shout out to every single person that works here. There is so much stuff happening, but for our department, we don't have that many more hires, but we are kicking ass. I did headshots 9 years ago. They're not out yet.
Yeah, we took them.
Okay. But anyway, story number one. Sleepy, creepy Joe Biden said another. I know this is shocking, Kayvon, for all you people and all you people out there. Another racist and ignorant comment. I know. He's had a history of being actually racist, not the fake Trump, you're racist, bullshit racism. He was, a couple days ago, he was delivering a speech to the Congressional Black Caucus on Saturday night and referred to LL Cool J as boy. He was like, that boy, racist. And he couldn't even say his name. Brady, I'm going to have her play this 2 or 3 times because as he's saying LJ Cool, he goes, Kelly, can you play it? Kelly, play it. No. But he called him boy. Listen.
The great artists of our time representing the groundbreaking legacy of hip-hop in America, LLJ Cool J.
Oh, God.
LOL J.
Wait.
That man's got biceps bigger than my thighs.
Kelly, go back. Guys, go back. Listen to how he goes, LLJ.
Two of the great artists of our time representing the groundbreaking legacy of hip-hop in America, LLJ Cool J.
No, go back again. You have to hear the Go back.
Groundbreaking legacy of hip-hop in America, LLJ Cool J. LLJ Cool J.
How do you scroll
that could be a letters?
I just 2 letters.
How do you spell it could be a Christmas song, Kelly. It could be a Christmas song.
You gotta remix that.
By the way, he said that boy, that man. Here's my question. Okay, can I say something?
So embarrassing.
First of all, how out of touch are you? But you know what drives me crazy? Where are the black people that would, if that was Donald Trump, it would have been holy hell. This son of a bitch can say, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. He could call black people boy, and nobody gets pissed off.
Nobody says.
Is it just me, Kelly? What? I'm being honest. Where's all the outrage?
You feel crazy.
I feel nuts because if it was me, I would have been like, bitch. What did you say?
Yeah.
You called me boy?
Yep.
Yeah.
They protect him.
Of course they protect him. And the whole, he's old, nobody gives a shit. Kelly, I do not want to hear that he's old because Donald Trump is 2 years younger than him.
Okay.
What were you going to say?
Yes, but okay, so I've worked in a retirement home with very senile old people,
I don't want to hear
and we already know that Biden doesn't have his all wherewithal together.
He's been saying racist shit like this from a long time ago.
I don't disagree, but am I mad that he said it?
Oh, cool.
Well, I think he meant to be racist either. It's my feel bad.
He's
I just feel bad.
He's openly racist, but the fact that he's old, people are like, whatever. You know what it is though? They can't get mad at him because the only person that can be racist is Donald Trump. That's it. He's the only one in that statue that could be racist.
My favorite is Joe Biden when she's like, the breakfast tacos of San Antonio. And I'm like, what the
Cece Podway. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I'm like, I'm insulted right now.
And what about AOC?
Yes.
And when AOC was trying to talk like the man, she was talking like the Reverend from Coming to America.
What
was it? On? She was like, who was a reverend? Yeah. He's like, we don't came to praise his name. They're all pieces of shit, and they're all racist, and I hope that people wake up to call them out on it, which it ain't going to happen because there's only one person that can be racist, and that's Donald Trump. I didn't know that, and he only hires minorities in his hotels. Right. And all right, last story, Cal. I'm so mad. It drives me fucking bananas.
He did the crime bill, too. decide. He's either an old man who shouldn't be our president, or he's completely wherewithal and can say racist stuff.
Two things can be right at the same time.
You can't be mad about both things. In my opinion.
My thing is this: he's been saying racist. He said on the floor in Congress, Brandon. Remember those speeches?
Yeah.
What would he say? Like it'd be a jungle, and these kids can't come out because they're gonna be predators.
Yeah, all kinds of slurs like that. And he was responsible for that crime bill that changed the severity of the law for crack and cocaine, and made it like 20 times worse if you had crack, and that's a drug that like black people are slinging more than white people.
Oh, weird! But his son could smoke it and what?
Right.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Like this should have been addressed way before he became president, way before when he was actually sane. But am I mad that he did it yesterday? No.
You're not mad?
Racist.
Guess what? If you were black, hey, hold on. If you were a black girl and you weren't, if you were just like, nah, he's fine, that would have pissed me off even more. And it drives me crazy that obviously is not going to make mainstream media, but they are laughing at LLJ.
But he's just not there.
Well, but he's the president of the United States.
He shouldn't be president.
They should let him walk onto the pasture and just lay down, bro.
Who are
like
they
it's
going to
over.
put? Kamala? Is she going to be next?
Oh, God, no.
They're like, let's keep him on here as much as we can, guys.
All right, last story. This is so stupid, but this is venting with Vinnie, so I got to get pissed off. Palm Springs residents complain about proposed AIDS. Did I send you this one? Did I not?
I have a video of a war.
Which one?
Nazi thing.
Kelly, Chrissy, do me a favor. Start reading that slow. I'm gonna send her the story.
So,
this is the last story. I'm gonna send it to her.
Okay, so Palm Spring residents complain about proposed AIDS memorial anus statue.
Stop it.
The city of Palm Springs, California has agreed to revise a proposed AIDS memorial sculpture after locals complained that the original design looked like an anus.
Wow.
The 9-foot limestone sculpture proposed for Downtown Park was designed by sculptor Philip K.
Keep going. I sent it,
Yeah, so it looks like a donut with ridges on it. The opening at the center is at eye level and allows a view through, and it offers a connection, a sense of hope, a view beyond what is directly in front of you. However, Jean Brake, a local resident and founder of the Jose Sadia Foundation, told the news station, quote, "The proposed memorial looks like a graphic depiction of the backside of a human being. More bluntly, the AIDS memorial looks like a butthole."
Kelly, do you have it? Is a photo on there? All right, so guys, thank you for reading it, Chrissy.
Yeah, of course.
It's an AIDS memorial, and the artist was just like, man, it just symbolizes life and the circle. And then the gay people are like, no, it looks like an asshole. But leave it to the gay people to be like, no, it looks like an asshole. Kelly, can you show it?
No.
Oh my
It has to be a joke.
No, it's real.
It looks like one of those pans that you make muffins with.
Yeah, it's like a bundt cake.
That's what it looks like.
It's a bundt
Vinnie,
cake.
it's a bundt cake.
But guys,
God.
but would you eat it?
I would,
it
100%.
Looks, how funny is that though? That it's for the AIDS memorial, and the first thing that the gay people are saying is like, that looks like my boyfriend's asshole. What?
So it's supposed to be a tunnel to make you think there's like an end and there's hope? Is that what you said?
That you can see through.
Trust me, the tunnel has hope at the end.
Yeah.
That's
the name of the statue is Hope Tunnel.
He says the opening at the center is the eye level and allows a view through and offers a connection, a sense of hope, a view beyond what is directly in front of you.
A happy ending.
That just sounds
You
gay.
could have done that better than a circle.
Huh?
You could have done that better than a circle.
Than a circle? No.
Square.
Yeah, if I was him, I would have done this. Welcome to the memorial. Like, this is how I would have just gone for the gusto.
Yeah.
I'm like, hi, you guys liking that? Or let me get the camera.
That's a sense of hope right there. I see
You guys
that.
getting a sense of hope.
That's a sense of hope for a lot of women.
So stupid. But it's just funny, like, you're damned if you do. The guy was just trying to be creative. Anyway. Oh my God, that makes my
Great.
Yeah, but okay, because you know what, where we at? Yeah, we're 3 minutes over. But listen, guys, I had a blast. Dude, I'm like turning red. I was in the sun.
So am I.
I'm about to pop. But guys, I love all of you. Kayvon, Kelly, everybody that was here, everybody in the back. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Brady, what's your show?
The Mouthpiece. With
The
Brady
Mouthpiece.
Matthews.
We're working on that right now.
Yep.
Brandon is on The Unusual Suspects with me. I don't know when we're shooting. What?
He also has his show, Brandon Aceto Show.
Yeah.
Brandon, Brandon, say it. Brandon, talk to these people.
I have my own show, Brandon Aceto. You could find it on the Valuetainment channel tab and check it out.
Beautiful. I love you, Kelly.
You have Unusual Suspects as well this Wednesday at 6 to 8 p.m.
6 to 8 p.m. Wednesday, Unusual Suspects. We're very unusual. Brandon's on there too. Kayvon, Brady, I don't know if you, yeah, you guys. And mind you, we go in. This one, I'm in. We're not in. And Christy actually has some good stuff in the work. I'm going to have a surprise, I think, one of these days with Christy. Ooh. And Christy's, by the way, guys, you guys, they haven't even scratched the surface with this girl and her talent. Just, I mean, no, you guys are amazing. Kelly, all the girls in this room are multi-talented. I can't wait for the cocoon to just, I don't know if I said no.
That's your statue.
That's what, yeah.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, they should have put a cocoon that opened and just.
Okay.
All of you out there, guys.
Tunnel of hope.
Even the haters, even the guys, the people, it's mainly guys. Actually, it's all guys. All you guys that hate and talk shit, God bless you. I love you. Go talk to someone. You shouldn't have hate in your heart. And the people that love me, I love you. God bless you. Take care of each other. We will see you guys next week. And as always, peace and love. See you guys.